So for the media events, these events are triggered by media such as videos, images, and audio, and they apply to all HTML5 elements, but are most common in elements such as audio, embed, image, object, and video. So abort is triggered on abort. Can play is triggered when a file is ready to start playing, which is when it is buffered enough to begin. Can play through is triggered when a file can be played all the way to the end without pausing for buffering. Duration change is triggered when the length of the media changes. Emptied is triggered when something bad happens and the file is suddenly unavailable, such as when it unexpectedly disconnects. Ended is triggered when the media has reached the end, so it's good for saying a message like "thanks for listening." Error is triggered when an error event occurs while the file is being loaded. Loaded data when the media data is loaded. Loaded metadata when the metadata like the dimensions and duration is loaded. Load start just when the file it begins to load before anything is actually loaded. Pause when it's paused by the program or the user. Play when it's ready to start playing. Playing when it's actually started. Progress when the browser is in the process of getting the media data. Rate change is triggered each time the playback rate changes, such as when the user switches to slow motion or fast forward mode. Ready state change is triggered each time the ready state changes, when the ready state tracks the state of the media data. Seeked is triggered when the seeking attribute is set to false, indicating that seeking is ended. And seeking is triggered when the seeking attribute is set to true, which indicates that seeking is active. Stalled is triggered when the browser is unable to fetch the media data for any reason. Suspend when fetching the media data is stopped before it's completely loaded for any reason. Time update is triggered when the playing position is changed, such as when the user fast forwards to a different point. Volume change is each time the volume is changed, which includes setting it to mute. And waiting is triggered when the media has paused but is expected to resume, such as when the media pauses to buffer more data. So you can try some of these here, but most of these are new just in HTML5.